We are going ahead with cell cycle and cell division. Now, some of you all would be knowing about this already. Some of you all might have not heard about this. So those who know, it will be a revision for you all. And those who are not aware of it, I'm going to teach you all everything in detail. Okay. Before I start with the lecture, one thing which I want to make very clear is in your 12th standard syllabus, there are two chapters. One is called as the sexual reproduction in flowering plants, and there is one more chapter that is human reproduction. So both these chapters are going to have the base of the chapter that is cell unit, the cell cycle, cell division. So today's chapter, if you understand, okay, if you get to know the details about today's lecture and the chapter in general, then it will be very, yeah, I know. That's why I said that those who are aware of this, it will be a revision for you all, my dears. And it's one of the most important chapters because the human reproduction chapter, sexual reproduction in flowering plant chapter, genetics, the molecular basis of inheritance, principles of inheritance, plant kingdom. These all four, five chapters are, yeah, exactly. These four, five chapters are all based on, today's chapter that we are starting with. So what happens is every time, this is an experience that generally we as teachers have. That is, whenever we start 12th standard chapters or whenever we go ahead with 12th standard syllabus, you people now, you all get lost about 11th standard syllabus. So I don't want this to happen with anyone of you all. This chapter needs to be revised again and again, again and again. Try to understand the basic things continuously because these four, five chapters are going to be based on this particular, chapter of today. So I want all of you all to, pay very good attention, which you generally pay, I know, but still, this is going to be something that you have to actually, look into it, the details of each and everything. So 12 स्टैंडर्ड सिलेबस है तो बोर्ड्स में भी उसके एग्जाम में भी उसके क्वेश्चंस आने वाले हैं तो वो समझने के लिए आपको ये चैप्टर समझना बहुत जरूरी है बेटा सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द बेस ऑफ योर 12th standard syllabus including your 11th standard के भी few chapters are associated with this okay so let's go ahead with the chapter called as cell cycle cell division um, so here you can see this. Basically, we're going to talk about the two things that is mitosis and meiosis. So, what is the difference between mitosis and meiosis is given over here, of course, but there are certain points with differences and certain points with similarities. So, mitosis occurs in four stages. It happens in somatic cells. Now, huh, what's your doubt, beta? Does the zygospore undergo meiosis on arrival of favorable conditions? Perfectly right, Vaishnavi. Perfectly right. Whenever there is going to be favorable conditions, the zygospore will undergo meiosis because it is two-end structure and it is going to produce spores which will then make the haploid fungi. Bilkul correct. Bilkul correct. Okay. So what is that? Meiosis only something that we'll be talking about in this chapter also. Yes, after meiosis. Correct. Correct. Right. 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 Well, so it happens in somatic cells. Now, what do you mean by somatic cells? So whenever we are going to have skin cells, not exactly skin cells, but somatic cells are the all the cells of our body except the germ cell. Okay, each and every cell of our body is going to be called as what? Somatic cell. Exception क्या है? Germ cell. Germ cells क्या होते हैं? Germ cells are going to be the germinal epithelial cells which are going to be present in our gonads, which are going to be present in our gonads. हाँ, गैमीट्स बनाने वाले सेल्स है वो, इसीलिए मैंने बोला कि जर्माइनल एपिथेलियल सेल्स. ओके, गोनाड्स क्या होते हैं? व्हाट आर गोनाड्स? इन केस ऑफ ह्यूमन मेल्स, टेस्टिस is going to be the gonad. In case of human female, what would be, come on? अगर testes है तो very good. Yes, yes. The ovaries. Yes, exactly. है ना? So in this way, the testes and the ovaries are the uh, gamete producing organs, and the cells of these gamete producing organs will be called as germ cells. Except that, except that the entire head to toe, whatever cells are going to be present in our body, all are considered as somatic cells. Okay, so somatic means body के cells, not only skin, it will include everything that are head to toe. ठीक है? So germ cells and somatic cells, these are the two types of cells. Germ cells will be seen in that orange box of meiosis, but body cells, the somatic cells, the process by which they are going to divide is going to be by mitosis. Yeah, but I just started this thing only, mitosis and meiosis. You had net issues? No, no worry. I've just started. Just the second point I'm explaining over here under mitosis. I'm just explaining the second point. Where's my marker? Yeah. See, I'm on this point. I'm on this point. So you have not missed much. Okay. So you understood the difference between somatic cells and germ cells. Somatic cells means body cells, except gonads, and germ cells means only the cells of the gonads. So testes and ovaries. What is the purpose of mitosis? See, purpose is cellular proliferation. Cells का proliferation. Proliferation का मतलब क्या होता है बेटा? Increase in number, increase in size. That is called as proliferation. So here the cell has to divide, multiply, divide, multiply. So each parent cell will divide and it will divide into two. So there's going to be, multiplication in the, we call this as what type of multiplication? Do you know? Algebraic की geometric. Maths में पढ़ा होगा ये. This is your geometric type of multiplication. 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32, like that way. Okay. Exponential growth कहते हैं हम लोग इसको. So here there is going to be, what is the aim of mitosis? To increase the number of cells in our body. That is the uh, main aim of, yeah, exactly, Jia. Very correct, beta. Geometric progression. Very nice. Perfect. Right? So that is going to be the purpose of mitosis. Right? Now you will say that why do we require this? We have attained a permanent shape size function. हमारी height अभी fixed है. Correct? तो अभी क्यों और हमें cell division कराना है? So the reason is beta, the cells which are already there in our body have got a lifespan. They have got a lifespan, means they have got an expiry date. When you get medicines, उसके ऊपर होता है कि नहीं? Manufacturing date and expiry date. तो वैसे हमारे जितने भी सेल्स है ना, उसके ऊपर भी एक टैग है, एक्सपायरी डेट है उसको. ओके, तो उस एक्सपायरी डेट जब आएगा तो डेफिनेटली उसको that cell is going to actually expire. Correct? Then who will take up that function if new cells are not going to be formed in our body? So जब ये हमारे cells जब expire होते हैं, in fact when the cells are going to die, that time, yeah, exactly, yes, Shweta. There are so many, of course, there are many cells which die simultaneously also, and at the same time new cells will be formed also. Get me? So ये new cells formation कौन से process से होता है? So the new cell formation takes place by the process of mitosis. Is it fine? हाँ. Take place of old. Yeah, Shachi. Yes, but yeah, beta. बिल्कुल सही. They'll be replacing it. Okay. The dead cells, they'll be thrown out of our body. How will they thrown out? You will come to know in the chapter of cell structure का जो एक चैप्टर है एनिमल टिश्यूज करके, उसमें समझेगा कौन आता है और ये डेब्रिस को लेके जाता है. सारा डेब्रिस निकाला जाएगा. Right? Yeah, RBCs directly are generated from the bone marrow. Like, how does this? Even this is going to take place. Yeah, I'll tell you that also. That is going to be seen in the chapter of circulation. So everything about the birth of RBCs and everything in the chapter of circulation, right? Germ cells can be called as gamete cells. Yes, yes, we can call them because they are going to be making the gametes. Okay, they're going to be making the gametes. A lot of the cells, dead skin cells. Yeah, many are there. Many are there. Yes. Healing, yes. Healing also is going to be a process of mitosis only. So these are the functions. That is what repair, wear and tear, healing. All these are going to be a part of your mitosis process. Very good. Who is this, beta? Hirisha. Yes, you're right. You're right. Perfect answer. Very good. So this is the way, this is the way your mitosis is going to be, 24/7 activated. And till the person dies, mitosis is going to be continued also. Okay. If somehow meiosis does not occur, what will be the reaction? If meiosis will not occur, that person will remain sterile. That person won't have the capacity to produce gametes. अगर meiosis नहीं हुआ तो gametes नहीं बना सकते. और अगर mitosis नहीं हुआ तो कितनी difficult वाली चीज है बोलो. It is going to be life threatening ना कि cell division ही नहीं हो रहा है. So the cells are getting worn out, they are getting discarded, right? But new cells are not being made. Yes, yes, Krishna, you're right, beta. Correct example. 47 chromosomes can stop meiosis? Nothing like that. It depends on sex chromosomes and the autosomes, which are affected. Okay. Does not occur in infertile humans? No. Infertility, the main reason is does not occur से भी ज़्यादा ऐसा है, it is not taking place in the right way. So probably that they are not in the capacity to make them, right? So generally the people who are not able to make gametes, they won't have the capacity to have offspring. They can become parents, as we say. Yes, yes, Jia, you're right. Perfectly right. Huh. The mitosis level is low, hence not much new cells are formed. Krishna, बिल्कुल सही बेटा. बिल्कुल सही पकड़े हो. बिल्कुल सही. Exactly. What happens during old age? During old age, na, the destruction of the existing cells becomes faster and the formation of new cells becomes slower. तो माइटोसिस के लिए जो भी चाहिए, क्यों स्लो हो जाता है, क्यों स्लो हो जाता है? जैसे अपना एज बढ़ने लगता है ना, तो माइटोसिस का जो मतलब फ्रीक्वेंसी है या रादर जो कैपेसिटी है वो कम हो जाती है. व्हाई डज इट गो डाउन? व्हाई डज इट गो डाउन? कैन यू टेल मी व्हाई? ऐसा क्या होता है कि माइटोसिस स्लो हो जाता है भाई बुढ़ापे में? व्हाई कैन यू ऑल थिंक लॉजिकली एंड टेल मी? Cells are dying more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're dying more. But why then new can't be made in that particular efficiency? They get degenerated. Aha, very good, Palak. Very good. I'll take your doubts, beta. Your earlier chapter doubts, na, I'll take at the end. Let me continue with this. Okay. Yeah. What is your doubt? They get degenerated. I'm asking that only. That why do they get degenerated? You want, Are you can do anything. You can call me also, my dear. You can WhatsApp me also. Whatever you're comfortable with it, you can do accordingly. Okay. It's your wish. It's your wish. You can call me also. No problem. No problem. Uh, Palak has given the right answer till now that why this thing happens. Why low metabolism? What happens? Very good. Yes, Shwet, you're right again. Even you're right. See, basically, for this mitosis to take place, there is dependency completely on the ATP energy. So, the ATP which is going to be produced is not going to be as high as it is in your age. Okay. And that is the reason when there is less energy, there is, a little energy available for this process to go ahead with. And that is the reason during the old age, this process of mitosis is going to be lowered and the process of destruction will be much higher. It will become slow and slow daily. अरे हमारा जन्म होते ही हम लोग बूढ़े होने लगते हैं, पता है कि नहीं? As and when the child is born, the child has started to become old. How old are you करके पूछते हैं कि नहीं? Even if you're 2 years old. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Sanika. Yes, my dear. So हम क्या बोलते हैं? What is your age? नहीं पूछते. How old are you? Correct? Old यार. 2 साल का है, 1 साल का है, 2 महीने का है, फिर भी how old are you? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So that is what happens, my dear. Every minute, these things are going to be changing, right? So mitosis is very crucial for sustenance. Even till death, new cells will be added, but the process will be a slower one. Huh. Then what can old people do to increase their lifespan? All of a sudden, they cannot increase their lifespan, beta. You have to maintain your health lifelong. It's not one day show. Every day is going to be, you have to have a healthy lifestyle for that. Only then this process will be in control. Okay. like like who? Now your ideal person is probably him. So yes, you should take proper care of your health. Like your diet plays an important role, your exercise and workout plays an important role, and your mental well-being also plays an important role. You should be mentally very stable. If you are mentally stable na, majority of the problems will be taking its own place. We don't have to worry about it. Gym, yoga, and all, it's for, of course, it's very important as one of the parts of maintaining health, but even mental health is important, my dears. Over stress, there are people who take a lot of stress unnecessarily. No use. No use. You're going to deteriorate your health very soon. So no, never take too much of stress. Yeah, there are people I know. There are so many people who, उनको मतलब I don't understand one thing. जितना टेंशन ज्यादा लोगे उतना आपका काम फटाफट होने वाला है क्या? ऐसा है क्या कि मैंने 2 किलो टेंशन लिया तो मेरा 2 मिनट में काम खत्म होने वाला है? It's not like that way, na beta. You take 100 kgs of tension, your problem is not going to be resolved. It's not going to be resolved immediately. So what is the use of taking that much of load and unnecessarily troubling your entire health? So that is what is very important. That is what is very important, right? So see, so it is going to be a purpose is going to be cellular proliferation, right? Then uh, produces two diploid daughter cells. This is something which is very important, my dear. In mitosis, one cell will divide to form two daughter cells. But in meiosis, one cell will divide to make four daughter cells. अब ये जादू क्या है? ये जादू क्या है कि एक में 2 सेल्स बनते हैं और दूसरे में 4 बनते हैं? ये कैसे हो सकता है? ये क्या जादू है? ये जादू नहीं है, मैं प्रूव करूंगी ये क्या है. Fine. Chromosome number remains the same. This is again very important point. In mitosis, the two daughter cells which are going to be formed, both will have 46 chromosomes itself. Fine. But in meiosis, the chromosome number reduces to half. So there will be four daughter cells, each containing only 23, 23, 23, 23 number of chromosomes. Exactly. 4 haploid daughter cells बनेंगे और चारों में है ना half the number of chromosomes रहेंगे. इसलिए हम उसको क्या कहते हैं? Haploid. राइट. अब ये कैसे पॉसिबल है? एक तो पहले तो पेरेंट सेल में सिर्फ 46 क्रोमोसोम्स है. अब ये दो में डिवाइड हो जाएंगे. दिस पेरेंट सेल विल डिवाइड इनटू टू. देन प्रैक्टिकली स्पीकिंग ईच शुड गेट 23 only ना. But then still both the daughter cell gets 46. No issues, but I'm going to repeat all these things. Even if you got disconnected, nah, don't worry. I'm going to repeat all these things. Okay. In meiosis the cell divides and monozygotic donor. अरे नहीं 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 नहीं, उसका जाइगोटिक मोनोजाइगोटिक डायजाइगोटिक से कोई रिलेशन नहीं है बेटा. इसका फिलहाल कोई कोई रिलेशन नहीं है. It replicates itself. Who replicates itself? Yes. So let us, yeah, yeah, that's what. So what is going to happen over here is, the parent cell, will undergo some major changes so that, See, I don't know, you're a single, child, or you have got any siblings. But me, I have got a sister. So me and my sister, we are two siblings. Okay. So right from my childhood days, I remember whatever my parents used to get ना, they used to get two each. दोनों को equal मिलना चाहिए. अगर मेरे लिए एक चॉकलेट लेके आएंगे ना पापा, तो मेरे सिस्टर के लिए भी लेके आएंगे. या फिर उसके लिए कुछ लेके आएंगे तो मेरे लिए भी लेके आएंगे. इट नेवर हैपेंड कि मुझे ज्यादा मिला उसको कम मिला, या उसको ज्यादा मिला और मुझे कम मिला. नो पार्शलिटी, नेवर. है ना? यस. यस, जनरली पेरेंट्स ऐसे ही करते हैं, पता है. ऑल पेरेंट्स आर लाइक दिस ओनली. ईच एंड एवरी पेरेंट, let it be two children or four children, whatever it is, they'll ensure that each of the child is going to get the same type and same quantity of whatever they are getting it. Right? That is what is parents. So here also, this cell we call it as what? We call it as parent cell. So it has to behave like a parent. So when the parent cell will divide into two to form two daughter cells, now they are daughter cells, right? So they should get what? Equal amount of everything. Fine. So in this way, in case of mitosis, both the daughter cells, which are going to be a product of the division of the parent cell, is going to get equal share. There is no inequality in them. Okay. Vaishnavi, are you the elder one? Even I am the elder one, and I agree with your point. Even I am the elder sister, so I definitely agree with your point, beta. Compromises. या ऑलवेज ऑलवेज या एल्डर वन वाले को बहुत बार कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना पड़ता है ना. आई नो. एल्डर्स हैव टू सफर. अभी ये अपने क्लास में अगर कोई मतलब यंगर वन कोई रहेंगे ना, पिटाई. हाँ, अगर कोई यंगर वन रहेगा ना, तो बोलेंगे नो नो मिस, ये क्या बोल रहे हो, ऐसा नहीं होता है. यंगर वन वाले भी रहेंगे. Yeah, I know. So exactly. But here this is not the case. Beta. In case of mitosis, parental cell will always give equal amount of chromosomes also, cytoplasm also, cell organelle also, everything in perfect half. Yeah. Cell doubles up its chromosome numbers to 4n. Yeah, I won't call it as 4n, it's 4c. What is the difference between 4n and 4c? I'll explain, my dear. It is not 4n. Okay, chromosome number remains the same. Genetic variation does not change. So there is nothing called as give and take policy between the chromosomes. दो chromosomes कभी भी give and take policy में नहीं रहते. Okay, तो वो क्या है? I'll explain in detail when I'll go into the mitosis वाला content. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about now that meiosis wala part. See, it occurs in 8 stages. So mitosis was 4 stages, meiosis is 8 stages. Plus interphase, which I'll be talking about, happens in the germ cells. As I told just now, what are germ cells? Mitosis takes place in the somatic cells. The purpose is sexual reproduction in case of meiosis. In case of mitosis, what was the purpose? Cell proliferation. So these are direct distinguish between question answers मैंने दिए आपको, direct है ये. आपके एग्जाम में ये पूछते हैं, distinguish between mitosis and meiosis. Okay, so these are the distinguish between. How one cell divide but same na, I'll talk about it. I'll tell you, but I'll tell you in detail about that, how it happens. Right? The chromosome, no error takes place. It would take place. It would take place. But how it is rectified is a very beautiful mechanism. There are chances of wrong things happening during replication of chromosomes, but how it is rectified, how it is cleared, and how it is ensured that the right things are happening is something that we're going to do in molecular basis of inheritance chapter, which is 12th standard syllabus. It's a very beautiful process which I'll be talking about. Okay. Well, so purpose of meiosis is sexual reproduction. Produces 4 haploid daughter cells. Mitosis was producing 2 haploid daughter cells. Yes. That's a different thing, my dear. That's a different thing. Genetic problems नहीं है वो adaptations है बेटा. Those are adaptations. We can't. We can't. Yes, we can't. Okay. So chromosome number is halved in each daughter cell. Here the chromosome number remains same. Genetic variation increases. Here there is no change in genetic variation. Okay. So why we can't do it? Yeah, Ruby, your question is why we can't do it? Because of something called as the norms and the rules which have been set up. It's not, the because of female feticide and all these things are not allowed. Okay, they do it, but it's actually not allowed. Okay, fine. So these are the differences. What are the similarities? See, look at the similarities. Even mitosis will do the same, meiosis will do the same. What? Produce new cells, similar basic steps, start with a single parent cell. Everything remains the same. Genetic problems, nahi beta, that is called as genetic variations. We call them as genetic variations, not genetic problems. Then eventually they get adapted to the environment. Okay, they get adapted. So they overcome those particular problems. So we call them as adaptations then. Okay. Well, so let us go ahead with the concept of the cell cycle. Cell division is very important process in all living organisms. During the cell division of a cell, DNA replication and cell growth also takes place. Yeah, that is what now. That is artificial doing, beta. We are talking about the natural process. Artificially, whatever we are going to do is not going to be 100% successful always. Nature is going to select the best. So nature only decides how to go about it, right? Okay. Now, in the second point, if you can see very clearly, they are saying that during the division of a cell, DNA replication as well as cell growth takes place. DNA replication. Okay. So when the DNA is going to replicate, means it is going to make two copies. एक कॉपी है, उसका replication होता है, मतलब it's going to make two copies. Correct? The parental DNA or the parental cell which is having 46 chromosomes, correct, right, it will double up. So इसका मतलब है 46 plus 46 इतने हो जाएंगे क्या हमारे सेल में एक टाइम पे क्रोमोसोम्स? नेवर, नेवर. Number of chromosomes remains the same, but the amount of DNA duplicates और the amount of DNA doubles. अब ये क्या जादू है? हाँ, कि डीएनए तो डबल हो रहा है लेकिन क्रोमोसोम नंबर सेम रह रहा है. ये कैसे पॉसिबल है बेटा? हाँ, ये कैसे पॉसिबल है ये भी बताऊंगी मैं. Along with this, the cell also is going to grow or increase in size. ठीक है? All these processes, that is the cell division, DNA replication, cell growth, hence, have to take place in a very well coordinated way to ensure correct division and formation of progeny cells containing intact genomes. इसका मतलब क्या है? Each and every step that is going to occur should be very well coordinated. Should be very well coordinated. कहीं इधर का उधर कुछ भी घपला हुआ ना, म्यूटेशन. इधर का उधर थोड़ा भी कुछ प्लस माइनस हुआ ना, it leads to mutation. And many a times mutations are going to be, some serious problems that would be occurring, and it may lead to some syndromes or some type of disorders. For example, you might have heard about this particular disorder, that is, have you all heard about sickle cell anemia? Yes, sickle cell anemia पता है आपको? या क्लाइनफेल्टर इज ऑल्सो देयर, बट सिकल सेल एनीमिया पता है क्या होता है? हमारे जो ब्लड के आरबीसीज होते हैं ना बेटा, रेड ब्लड कॉर्पस्कल्स होते हैं ना, हवा दे आर spherical in shape, but due to this genetic mutation that has occurred ना, they become shape, they get the shape of a sickle. sickle समझते हो? वो नारियल पानी वाले के पास होता है ना सिकल, मराठी में हम उसको कोयता बोलते हैं, कोयता. पता है आपको? वो नारियल पानी वाला वो निकाल के देता है, या समवट सी शेप. यस, यस. सो वो शेप के अपने आरबीसीज हो जाते हैं, एंड देन द ऑक्सीजन कैरिंग कैपेसिटी ड्रास्टिकली गोज डाउन. The oxygen that will be carried in a circular cell and the oxygen that will be carried in a very patla sa sickle cell is going to be too less, and therefore these people are going to be highly anemic. उनको continuously giddiness feel होता है, चक्कर आके गिरते रहते हैं, उनमें ऑक्सीजन की पूरी कमी रहती है, they are always going to feel nauseatic and so and so. Yeah, surface area decrease होता है, very correct बेटा, very correct. Yes, yes, Shwet, yes. So these are the different types of, exactly, yes, less hemoglobin. Yes, correct. Very nice, beta. So because of this, not just because of one small change, एक छोटा सा घपला हुआ और इतनी बड़ी गड़बड़ हो गई. तो जनरली क्या होना चाहिए, ये बहुत ही कोऑर्डिनेटेड वे में होना चाहिए. You repeat. Okay, I was talking about now DNA replication. I was saying that DNA replication takes place when the amount of DNA will double, but the number of chromosomes will remain the same. How? I'll explain in the coming today's class only. I'll explain. Okay. And I was talking about this all this process of अपना DNA replication should be in a very coordinated and synchronized way. इतना सा भी किधर कुछ घपला हो गया ना तो म्यूटेशन हो जाता है, as in case of sickle cell anemia is what I was talking about. Okay, there are many more such type of disorders which we'll be talking about in the coming chapters of genetics, no doubt. So it has to be in a coordinated way to ensure that the correct type of division will take place, and the formation of the progeny cells, means the new daughter cells, should contain intact genomes. Intact genetic material जाना चाहिए, टूटा हुआ, बिखरा हुआ, डैमेज हुआ, ऐसा वाला नहीं जाना चाहिए. Okay, so that is a very synchronized process that we have to understand. The sequence of events by which a cell duplicates its genome, synthesizes the other constituents of the cell, and eventually divides into two daughter cells is termed as cell cycle. Mutation means beta change. Change in the original genetic makeup. Any change in the original genetic makeup is going to be called as mutation. Okay? Any change in the original genetic makeup will be called as mutation. Okay? Well, so what is cell cycle? Define cell cycle is again a frequent question asked by your college people. Your college exams are going to be conducted, correct? So you'll have to write down the answers to your college exams. So in your college exam, they will ask you, define cell cycle. So what is the definition of cell cycle? The sequence of events by which सीक्वेंस ऑफ इवेंट्स, एक के बाद एक, एक के बाद एक, एक के बाद एक इवेंट होता जाता है. So the sequence of events by which cell duplicates its genome, genome matlab genetic material, okay, synthesizes the other constituents like cytoplasm, Golgi, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, अरे blah blah blah, everything that we have studied, right? All those, okay, unka bhi manufacturing, and eventually divides into two daughter cells. So ultimate goal क्या है? Division into two daughter cells. ये पूरे साइकिल को हम कहते हैं सेल साइकिल. ओके, although cell growth in terms of cytoplasmic increase is a continuous process, DNA synthesis occurs only during one specific stage in a cell cycle. So this is the most important sentence that those cytoplasmic increase is going to be seen continuously. साइटोप्लाज्म का अमाउंट बढ़ता जाएगा, बढ़ता जाएगा, बढ़ता जाएगा, सेल पूरी तरह से मैच्योर हो जाएगा, बट DNA synthesis in that cell will occur only once. DNA replication occurs only once. Fine. The replicated chromosomes, that is the DNA, are then distributed to the daughter nuclei by a complex series of events during cell division. Now, please pay attention to this particular sentence, my dears. This is your NCERT language. The replicated chromosomes are then distributed to daughter nuclei. They are not saying daughter cells. They're using the word daughter nuclei. And this was the sentence that they had asked in 2013 exam, 2004 exam, 1999, 1994 also, if I'm not wrong. 4-5 times है ना ये question आया है. They focus on this nuclei to become cell. वो ना cell डालते हैं यहाँ पर into daughter cell. It is not cell, it is daughter nuclei. Why is it not cell? Why is it not cell? It can only be called as a cell when it gets a cell membrane. जब तक उसके बीच में सेल मेम्ब्रेन नहीं बनती है, दो डॉटर सेल्स के बीच में जब तक सेल मेम्ब्रेन नहीं बनती है ना बेटा, तब तक वो दो डॉटर न्यूक्लियाई ही कहे जाएंगे. So please be aware, they are talking about the daughter nuclei and not the daughter cells. Okay, तो इसके ऊपर बहुत बार wrong select the incorrect statement or select which is not the correct statement ऐसे वाले questions आए हैं. So be careful with this. That is the reason I'm telling you how to look into your NCRT textbooks. How will you remember me? You have to remember in this way. Every line, every sentence that you're going to read now is going to be having hidden questions in it. So try to analyze what are the hidden questions as I have shown you just now. So this is not daughter cell, this is daughter nuclei. If cell formed, they will be called as daughter cells. Yeah. So once they get a plasma membrane in between and the two cells will separate we can call them as daughter cells. But till that plasma membrane is not formed and the two cells are not divided, we can't call them as daughter cells. Okay. So the replicated DNA is then going to be distributed to the daughter nuclei. And after the distribution of the daughter nuclei, beta, then the cell membrane will be, started to appear. How the question will be appeared? Basic info. That's a different thing, my dear. That is the reason I'm going ahead in this way, no, my dear. How will the question be framed? The question will be framed like this way. Select the incorrect statements among the following. And in that, the rest of the sentence will remain the same. But instead of daughter nuclei, now they'll make it as daughter cell. Now, when you will read that sentence, आपके दिमाग में इतना तब एकदम से चमक जाना कि नहीं ये daughter cell नहीं ये daughter nuclei है, ये थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो सकता है. इसलिए है ना बेटा, जो ऐसे सेंटेंसेस है ना जिसके ऊपर क्वेश्चंस आ चुके हैं एंड थोड़ा क्लिक होना मुश्किल है, आई विल गाइड यू. डोंट वरी, फॉर दीज सेंटेंसेस आई विल गाइड यू ऑल एवरी टाइम. Okay, but these are the way, and even I'll be taking your vivas, I'll be taking your orals and everything now. So during that time automatically you will be the perfectionist. Don't worry about it. Fine. So just know this, this is daughter nuclei. Okay, now the last sentence is again very important. These events are themselves under the genetic control. They are going to be themselves under the genetic control. Means what will happen? Means what will happen? Means what is going to happen now? The genetic control is going to be the genes who are going to take care of this entire cell cycle के events. Yeah, of course, Shwet, of course, Shwet. My intern. So what I was talking about is the genes. I was talking about the genes. So these genes are going to control this entire process of cell cycle. How the genes are going to control, what are genes, what exactly happens, don't worry. I'll guide you. Okay, fine. So how this process is going to be carried forward, I'll be talking in detail. But इधर तक जो भी बताया है इसमें कोई difficulty है? Any problem with any of these things that are there in front of you on your screen? Come on, tell me. Any point not understood? Any point you want me to repeat? Anything? Please let me know. All clear? That's great. Okay, fine. Then we'll go to the generation time. Now, what is generation time? See, the time period required to complete one cell cycle. That is, from the beginning of one cell cycle, one cell division, to the beginning of the next is called as generation time. Last point I'll explain, my dear. Last point is about the genetic control, how the genes are going to take control of these entire processes. Yeah, that I'll do it in detail eventually. I'll tell you. So what is generation time? Just understand. Okay, this particular parent cell, this is the parent cell. which is divided into two daughter cells. Correct? Now these two daughter cells are chotu, newborn babies. है ना? So these daughter cells are very small. They need to first grow themselves. उनको खुद को पहले उनकी ग्रोथ पूरी करनी है. Correct? तो उनकी ग्रोथ पूरी होने के बाद ही they can become parent cells. Got it? So the newborn cells to first grow to their own size and then act themselves as parent cells. ये जितना टाइम लगता है ना, डॉटर सेल्स जो है उनको जन्म से लेकर खुद पेरेंट सेल्स बनने तक का टाइम इज कॉल्ड एज जनरेशन टाइम. Did you all understand what is generation time? So it is the time from the beginning of one cell division. मतलब न्यूबॉर्न सेल अभी जस्ट बना है, उससे लेकर till the time it is going to act like a parent cell and undergo cell division. That much time is going to be called as generation time. Now every species has got its own generation time and it's very specific. It will not change. Okay, so it varies from 30 minutes in bacteria to 90 minutes in yeast. बैक्टीरिया में ये जनरेशन टाइम जो है ये 30 मिनट्स है. ओके, एंड ईस्ट में यही टाइम कितना है? 90 मिनट्स है. फाइन, बट सम बैक्टीरिया लाइक इकोलाई, इशेरिशिया कोलाई नाम के जो बैक्टीरिया है ना, उनका जनरेशन टाइम 20 मिनट्स भी है, बट ईस्ट का फिक्स्ड है. ईस्ट विल टेक 90 मिनट्स फ्रॉम बर्थ टू ग्रो एंड एक्ट एज अ पेरेंट सेल. ओके, 90 मिनट्स में वो पेरेंट सेल के जैसे बिहेव कर सकते हैं ईस्ट के सेल. अ टिपिकल यूकैरियोटिक सेल, आवर सेल्स, is illustrated by human cell in culture. Culture matlab to grow the human cells in medium, nutrient medium. These cells divide once in approximately every 24 hours. So our cells are going to take how much time? Approximately 24 hours for next cell division. Okay. Though the details of the cell cycle vary from organism to organism, certain events are universal. So let it take 24 hours in human cell, let it take 90 minutes in yeast cell, let it take 30 minutes in bacterial cell. That is not important. What is important is the sequence. That remains the same. Let it be bacterial cell, let it be plant cell, let it be yeast cell, let it be human cell, let it be any cell. The sequence remains the same. The sequence is going to be continued. Okay. So what is that sequence all about? 24 hours in all human cells. Yes, my dear. Approximately 24 hours. It's approximately 24 hours. ठीक है, प्लस माइनस इंडिविजुअल पे होता रहता है, बट ऑन एन एवरेज yes 24 hours. Now in this particular cycle, ये जो डायग्राम आपको दिखाई दे रहा है, फ्रॉम वेयर ये क्वेश्चन मार्क आता है सबको. So beta, we have to begin the cycle with this G1 phase, followed by S phase, followed by G2 phase, anaphase, telophase, and then over here the cytoplasm is going to divide. So we always start with G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and cytoplasm will divide. So the cycle is going to go like this way. हाँ, ये ऐसे जाती है cycle अपनी. So what is G1 phase, what is S, what is G2, and what are all these is something we have to understand in the chapter called as cell cycle. Okay, so first G1 phase, period of cell growth before the DNA is duplicated. अभी इतना लिख के आपके बुक्स छोड़ देते हैं, इतना ही लिख के आपके बुक्स छोड़ देते हैं, लेकिन उसमें बहुत कुछ और है which I'll be talking about. Interphase begins with the interphase begins in the daughter cells. S phase period when DNA is duplicated. That is when chromosomes are duplicated. G2 phase period after DNA is duplicated. Cell prepares for cell division. अब इतना 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 देखे है ना, कुछ समझने वाला है क्या? नहीं, हम डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. But as of now, you should just know how to read this cell cycle. G1, S, G2 and M. M is this mitotic phase को हम M phase कहते हैं. So let us understand about these phases. So first that we should know before we go ahead with them is the process of formation of daughter cells from the parent cell is known as cell division. It's also called as cell multiplication or cell reproduction. W. Fleming at first studied mitotic division in salamander. Questions have been asked. They are factual questions, not given in your textbooks. So you should be knowing all these facts. Huh? What's your doubt, beta? Daughter nuclei should be used, but in this diagram, yeah, because the cells are already formed over there after the uh, cytoplasm ka division, na. So, okay, right? Only after the cell has been formed, only then we can call it. Okay. Then Strasburger discovered meiosis. Now there is a, always, a confusion between students that shall we write down Strasburger's name or Fleming and Moore's name? But Fleming and Moore, ये देखो यहाँ पर. Meiosis name was given by Farmer and Moore, but Strasburger discovered meiosis. So who has discovered पूछा तो your answer will be Strasburger. And who coined the term meiosis पूछा तो it is Farmer and Moore. Okay, don't go wrong with this. Strasburger gave the names prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase to the stages observed during this cell cycle. Meiosis name was given by Farmer and Moore. It is important for development, regeneration, and reproduction. Meiosis. Hormone cytokinin increases the rate of cell division. Cytokinin. This is a hormone which will trigger, which will cause the cells to undergo rapid cell division. तो नेचुरली ये साइटोकाइनिन जो होता है ना बेटा, साइटोकाइनिन ये जो हार्मोन होता है ना, ये नेचुरली है ना अपने नारियल पानी में होता है. द कोकोनट वाटर इज रिच इन साइटोकाइनिन. इसीलिए आपने देखा होगा व्हेन यू गो टू विजिट अ पेशेंट, जनरली व्हाट डू वी कैरी फॉर देम. कोई पेशेंट है तो उसके लिए हम क्या लेके जाते हैं? What do we offer that patients generally after a surgery or after some accident or something like that पे उसको सबसे पहले क्या पिलाया जाता है पता है आपको? No? Yes, Shachi, you're right. It is going to be, it's going to be your नारियल पानी सबसे पहले. Okay? नारियल पानी होता है बेटा. Okay, glucose and all is there for strength. But 1 minute, my dear. I'll just share this again because okay. So when we go to visit a patient, generally now when we go as relatives or yeah, yes, of course, yes, Shachi, you're right, beta. So what happens now when you the patient, when that patient drinks coconut water, what will happen? Natural cytokinin will be induced into the person's body, which will actually trigger what? Cell division. तो जो लॉस हुआ है ना, सेल्स जो डैमेज थे, जो लॉस हुआ ड्यूरिंग सर्जरी या फिर कोई किसी इन्फेक्शन से जो सेल का लॉस हुआ है ना बेटा, टू क्विकली get into the right numbers, generally coconut water is recommended. So cytokinin is the hormone which is going to induce quick cytokinesis. Okay. Yeah. So so these are the facts. These are the facts. Now, before we actually go to mitosis, there is something that we should know, that there are three types of cell divisions. Amitosis is also there along with mitosis and meiosis. So what is amitosis? Absence of mitosis is amitosis. I know that. That's the reason I shared with you all. Right. Now what is this amitosis? Cell division without undergoing mitosis. अरे मतलब कैसे होता है? मतलब कुछ नहीं, मतलब अपना fission. जो हमारे bacteria and all they undergo fission ना, you have heard about this, right? Binary fission. Let's go first with amitosis, then followed by mitosis, then followed by meiosis. Okay, amitosis. No spindle formation, there is no chromosome formation. It's just simple coiled DNA present in it. So there is no chromosomes as such oriented the way they are oriented in our cells. It is the simplest mode of cell division, at first described by Remak. This type of cell division starts with elongation of the nucleus. Nucleus becomes dumbbell shaped and gets divided into two daughter nuclei. Okay. Now here you can see this particular diagram. So here you can see this is the cell, right? Correct. What it is going to happen, see, it is going to become like a डम्बल शेप. लुक एट इट, एक डम्बल के जैसा नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है? और ये न्यूक्लियस कैसे बनी है? देखो ये पूरे डम्बल शेप की न्यूक्लियस बनी है यहाँ पर, राइट? सो दिस, so this is how your amitosis is going to take place. Okay, so see, it becomes dumbbell shape and gets divided into two daughter nuclei. So here you can see ये कंस्ट्रक्शन दिखाई दे रहा है बेटा. तो जैसे ये न्यूक्लियस और लॉन्जिट्यूडनल होती जाएगी ना, वैसे ये कंस्ट्रक्शन डीप एंड डीप एंड डीप एंड डीप होता जाएगा. सो लुक एट दिस, नाउ दिस has become all the more elongated, and look at the depth. The cell which was circular now almost has become, you know, itself also like a dumbbell, you see. And finally there will be the separation of these two cells into two daughter cells. So here they are saying the same thing. Nuclear division is followed by the division of cytoplasm, which results in the formation of two daughter cells. In this division, no spindle formation takes place. There is no distinct chromosome formation. Okay, can you see any chromosomes being involved in this? Nothing, right? There is no chromosome formation also in this. So there is no spindle formation, there is no chromosome formation. Nuclear envelope remains intact. So the nuclear membrane is not going to, you know, have any problems. It's not going to get disappeared. The daughter cells are approximately the two equal halves of a parent cell. Now here they are using the word approximately. That means कभी कभी 60-40 होने के chances होते हैं in amitosis. Okay. Examples of amitosis. In prokaryotes, it is PPLO. Do you all remember this PPLO that we had done in Kingdom Monera? Come on, who will tell me the full form of PPLO? बताओ बताओ बेटा. What is PPLO? Very good, Bhumi. Very good. Yes, Zui. Very good, my dear. Who else? Come on. PPLO. Dhruv. Yes. Akanksha, correct. Siddhika, correct. Vaishnavi, correct. Very good. Very good. So that means you all are listening also and studying also, huh? Good, my dears. You all are so many. I want all of you all to answer these type of questions. So बीच-बीच में मैं ऐसे है ना पूछती जाती हूँ. Yes, it's pleuropneumonia-like organisms, that is PPLOs. Blue-green algae, also called as cyanobacteria, and even in bacteria, amitosis takes place. In eukaryotes, amitosis will be seen in yeast, that is, budding occurs by amitosis. Amoeba, multiple fission occurs by amitosis. Paramecium division of meganucleus, you know that paramecium has got two nuclei, na? The mega and the micro. So here also that meganucleus is going to be dividing by amitosis. Mammals, growth of fetal membranes, amnion, कोरियन, एलेंटॉइस, योग सैक, ये सारे है ना बेटा. फीटस जब डेवलप होता है ना मम्मी के वूम में, जब फीटस डेवलप हो रहा है ना, that time these are the layers that are going to be formed, and all these layers are formed by amitosis. So even in humans, the embryo or the fetal formation takes place at that time the layers of these fetus are going to take place by, are going to multiply by amitosis. Okay, division of mitochondria and chloroplast, amitosis. So see, amitosis देखने के लिए ऐसे लगेगा कि ये तो lower organisms की बात हो सकती है ना बेटा. Not only lower but even in higher organisms also amitosis is prevalent. Fine. So please remember the examples of amitosis. They have asked many twisted and out of syllabus wale questions on these. So till now, whatever out of syllabus questions have been asked on amitosis, I have clubbed all these examples together and I have given you ready-made in front of you. So you need not worry about or go on finding about what is it. Amitosis lead to eventual death. All cells are going to die. All cells are going to die. Okay. So there is like nothing specific. Fine. So just remember these examples, beta. Prokaryotes also, eukaryotes also, mammals also. Okay. Fine. Well, any other doubts in amitosis? Anyone who has got any doubts in amitosis? No? आगे जाओ. Okay. This is the same diagram which I had actually. Fetal membrane, when the fetus is developing in the mother's womb, okay, it is going to not develop directly like a, fetus. So it requires nutrition, it requires protection, it requires so many things. So for that, it's going to have, formation of walls or layers. And these layers are going to be amnion, chorion, yolk sac, allantois. Allantois is required for supply of blood vessels to the fetus. Okay, amniotic fluid is very important for keeping the fetus in buoyancy form. So when I, I'm actually, that is the journey that I'm going to go ahead with eventually. So once I complete this now, I'm going to start with something called as uh, human reproduction chapter. So once I complete cell cycle, cell division, I'm going to go ahead with human reproduction chapter. So that time you will come to know more about it. Okay. Yeah, we want to go ahead after we complete cell cycle, cell division. The next chapter I'm going to take up is human reproduction. Though human reproduction chapter is of 12th standard, though human reproduction chapter is of 12th standard syllabus, I'm going to start it after I complete this chapter because these are connected. If I don't start with that chapter, na, then after 6 months, if I try to tell you all, na, that time you will not get connected as easily as I want it. So after we complete cell cycle, I want to go ahead with human reproduction chapter, right? Well, so this is about the amitosis, huh? Then we come to, of course, my dear, I'm teaching for the last 22 years, so the plan has to be perfectly fit in my mind. Even if at 2 o'clock you wake me up and you ask me now which is the next chapter you are heading forward, I'll be able to tell you. Yeah, there should be connection. See, always, na, always, not only bio, any subject you take, na, my dear, if there is some connection with your previous chapter, na, then you will follow it. नहीं तो रैंडमली हैपेजार्डली इधर से उधर से इधर बाप रे पूरी खिचड़ी बनाकर हालत खराब होती है. ऐसे लगता है भाई ये क्या चल रहा है, कुछ पल्ले ही नहीं पड़ रहा है. कनेक्शन है तो फिर मजा आता है ना. यस. सो या फर्स्ट वी गो विथ माइटोसिस बिकॉज मियोसिस समझेगा ना तभी तुम्हें ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्शन चैप्टर का वो बेस ही है. सो इमीडिएटली आपको वो समझ में आ जाएगा ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्शन चैप्टर वंस यू अंडरस्टैंड मियोसिस, राइट. बट ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्शन में भी आफ्टर द फर्टिलाइजेशन, आफ्टर द जाइगोट फॉर्मेशन आपको माइटोसिस समझ में आना चाहिए, नहीं तो आगे का कुछ नहीं समझेगा. तो पहले माइटोसिस भी समझ लेते हैं, ठीक है. So let us begin with the mitosis. That is, mitosis was discovered by Fleming in the year 1879 in animal cell, and in plant cells it was discovered by Strasburger in the year 1875. Right? Mitosis is a cell division in which parent cell divides to form two daughter cells in which the chromosome number, amount of DNA, number and types of whatever genes, they are going to be equal as that of the parent cell. तो पेरेंट में जितना जो भी कुछ है ना सेम टू सेम वो दोनों डॉटर सेल्स में भी जाएगा, whatever it is. Okay, perfect division among the two daughter cells. Fine. It occurs in somatic cells, end to end polyploid if any. Now what do you mean by this? Mitosis can take place in haploid cells also, that is n. N means one copy of chromosomes. One copy means वन कॉपी का मतलब है वन क्रोमोसोम नहीं बेटा, एक पूरा सेट ऑफ क्रोमोसोम, वन सेट ऑफ क्रोमोसोम, ठीक है. सो इट कैन टेक प्लेस इन हैप्लॉइड सेल्स आल्सो, इट कैन टेक प्लेस इन डिप्लॉइड सेल्स आल्सो. सो एन में भी हो सकता है, टू एन में भी हो सकता है, एंड पॉलीप्लॉइड आल्सो. पॉली मीन्स मेनी, पॉली मीन्स मेनी, ploid, polyploid, ploid means numbers. So even if there are 3n, 4n, 6n, 8n, 5n, 7n, फिर भी उसमें भी माइटोसिस हो सकता है. तो आप बोलोगे ऐसा कौन सा ऑर्गेनिज्म है जिसमें पॉलीप्लॉइड कंडीशन है? हम तो डिप्लॉइड्स है ना. We have got only two sets of chromosome, right? 23 chromosomes given by our father, 23 chromosomes given by our mother. So we have got only two copies. But there are certain plant species like wheat wheat समझते हो? हाँ, गेहूं. तो गेहूं में है ना बेटा, we have got something called as durum wheat, we have got something called as मैदा बोलते हैं ना हम लोग, मैदा. फिर ब्रेड का अलग व्हीट होता है, चपाती का अलग व्हीट होता है. तो उनके सबके है ना बेटा ये क्रोमोसोम नंबर अलग है. सो द डूरम व्हीट, जो चपाती वाला व्हीट होता है अपना, जो हम रोटी बनाते हैं घर पे, चपाती बनाते हैं, इट इज 6n. मतलब इसके पास कितने कॉपीज है? 6 कॉपीज है क्रोमोसोम्स के, 6 सेट्स है. तो यू नो व्हाट इज द बेसिक नंबर ऑफ व्हीट? बेसिक नंबर मीन जैसे हमारा बेसिक नंबर है 23 क्रोमोसोम्स, राइट? वैसे व्हीट का बेसिक नंबर है 7 क्रोमोसोम्स. ओके, तो सपोज ए बी सी डी ई एफ जी, ऐसे मैंने 7 क्रोमोसोम के नंबर लिखे. वैसे उसके पास है ना 6 कॉपीज है, ए टू जी, ए टू जी, ए टू जी, ए टू जी, ऐसे कितने हैं? 6 कॉपीज है. इसको हम कहते हैं पॉलीप्लॉइड. ओके, या यस वैष्णवी, यू आर राइट बेटा. यस, हाँ, बकव्हीट इज यूज्ड टू मेक व्हीट नूडल्स. ये बराबर पता है तुम लोग को. हाँ, yes, buckwheat is going to be used to make wheat noodles, which is A10. It is octaploid. मतलब क्या? It will have what? 8 copies of the sets of chromosomes. मतलब कितने? 7 8 जा, तो उसमें 50 कितने? 7 8 जा कितना है? 56 ही है ना. इतना मैथ्स बुरा नहीं है मेरा. Okay, so that many number of chromosomes will be present in buckwheat. 6 6 जा, so 36 chromosomes will be present in the durum wheat and so on. तो उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? पॉलीप्लॉइड. सो हैप्लॉइड, डिप्लॉइड, ट्रिप्लॉइड, है ना, टेट्राप्लॉइड, पेंटाप्लॉइड, हेक्साप्लॉइड, सेप्टाप्लॉइड, ऑक्टाप्लॉइड. बेसिकली डिप्लॉइड से आगे सबको हम क्या कहते हैं? वी कॉल देम कलेक्टिवली एज पॉलीप्लॉइड. Poly means more than 2 copies of the sets of chromosomes. Never takes place in human beings. ह्यूमन बींग्स में 46 क्रोमोसोम स्टैंडर्ड है. कभी कभी 45 होते हैं, कभी कभी 47 होते हैं, फिर भी इतनी गड़बड़ होती है. 46 के जगह पर अगर 47 हुए तो क्या होता है? यू नो, दोज पीपल आर कॉल्ड एज क्लाइनफेल्टर सिंड्रोम पीपल. क्लाइनफेल्टर मतलब वो जो ताली बजा के आते हैं ना हमारे सिग्नल पे ट्रेन में, वो तालियां बजा बजा कर आते हैं ना पैसे मांगने के लिए. They have got one chromosome extra. Instead of 46, they have got 47. Okay. Yes. And in case of Down syndrome, you might have heard about this Down syndrome या अपना Turner syndrome करके आपने नहीं सुना है तो नहीं सुना है, मैं तुम्हें समझाऊंगी. वो भी आने ही वाला है अपने कोर्स में, टेंशन मत लो. बट वो ताली बजाने वालों को तो तुमने देखा होगा ना, बहुत इरिटेट करते हैं भाई. कार के अंदर है तो ठीक है, योर विंडोज आर क्लोज, बट टू व्हीलर पे है, ऑटो रिक्शा में है, तो हाथ लगा लगा कर पैसे मांगते रहते हैं. दोज आर द क्लाइनफेल्टर सिंड्रोम्स, राइट? एंड टर्नर सिंड्रोम या फिर डाउन सिंड्रोम, ये जो होते हैं ना, दे हैव गॉट वन क्रोमोसोम लेस, दे हैव गॉट 45 क्रोमोसोम्स. सो उनमें आपने डाउन सिंड्रोम वाले बंदे देखे होंगे। डाउन सिंड्रोम वाले बंदे होते हैं ना, दे हैव गॉट अ टिपिकल मून फेस एंड दे आर लाइक दे आर ग्रोन अप्स विथ फिजिक, बट मेंटली दे आर लाइक किड्स ओनली। दे बिहेव लाइक 7-8 years old चिल्ड्रन के जैसे ही बिहेव करते हैं। या आई डोंट नो, आई हैव नॉट सीन कोई मिल गया वाला मूवी, मुझे नहीं पता उसमें क्या दिखाया है। बट डाउन सिंड्रोम वालों का क्या होता है ना, दे हैव गॉट अ प्रोट्रूडिंग, आई मीन दे हैव गॉट दे कीप देयर माउथ ओपन एंड देयर टंग इज ऑलवेज आउट, या दे आर मेंटली अ बिट वीकर। ओके, एंड फिजिकली दे आर फाइन, फिजिकली उनमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट दे आर वेरी इनोसेंट फेस, उनके फेस बहुत इनोसेंट होते हैं, दे हैव गॉट लार्ज प्रोट्रूडिंग आईज एंड they have got a very typical crease on their hand। तो मेरा हाथ क्या दिखाऊं मैं, ये देखो, ये जो अपना हाथ होता है ना, ये जो लाइंस होते हैं ना, तो उनमें है ना ऐसे एक सीमियन क्रीज होती है, ऐसे बराबर यहाँ से एक सीधी लाइन निकल आती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ सीमियन क्रीज। सो हाँ, या नो, इट कांट बी क्योर्ड बेटा, इट इज अ जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर ना, सो इट कैन नॉट बी क्योर्ड। सी, जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर मीन्स दे हैव गॉट वन एंटायर क्रोमोसोम ओनली कम है उनमें। I don't know. I've not seen Koi Mil Gaya, so I don't know that if he has been shown as a victim of Down syndrome. I really don't know. Maybe if you all have seen and if you all are sure, maybe. But I have not seen that movie. So इसमें क्या हो गया बेटा, वन क्रोमोसोम लेस तो भी प्रॉब्लम, वन क्रोमोसोम मोर तो भी प्रॉब्लम, है ना। तो हमारे में जनरली है ना, पूरे के पूरे सेट कम ज्यादा नहीं होते, एक हाथ दो क्रोमोसोम कभी कभी इधर उधर हो सकता है, और वो भी क्यों होता है और कैसे होता है, आई टीच यू इन चैप्टर कॉल्ड एज प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस। ओके, सो प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस चैप्टर में ये बहुत ब्यूटीफुली एक्सप्लेन कर मतलब किया गया है, व्हाई दिस हैपन, हाउ इट हैपेंस एंड ऑल। Anyway, so you understood the meaning of N, 2N, and polyploid. Any difficulty in understanding these three terms, my dears? N means one set of chromosomes, 2 means two set of chromosomes, and polyploid means many sets of chromosomes. Okay? It is called indirect division. It is called as indirect. Amitosis was direct division. Mitosis is going to be indirect division. Mitosis results in the increase in the number of cells in the body. Of course, we have seen this. Mitotic cells can be divided into two phases. First is called as I phase or interphase, and the second is called as M phase, mitotic phase या फिर dividing phase। ठीक है, तो दोनों में से जो इंटरफेज है ना बेटा, ये कॉमन है। लेट इट बी माइटोसिस, लेट इट बी मियोसिस, every cell will undergo interphase. So let it be somatic cells or let it be germinal cells, both will undergo interphase. Again, I'm repeating. Let it be mitosis, let it be meiosis. Both the processes will not progress ahead without undergoing interphase. So, interphase is common for mitosis also and for meiosis also. Is it fine? Okay. इसीलिए आज अगर मैं इंटरफेस तुम्हें पढ़ा रही हूँ ना बेटा, तो तो इंटरफेस इतना अच्छी तरह से समझ लेना, क्योंकि जब मैं मियोसिस पढ़ाऊंगी तो वापस थोड़ी ना रिपीट करूंगी, दैट टाइम यू विल रिपीट फॉर मी। ओके, सो टुडे यू विल लिसन फ्रॉम मी and next time you will repeat for me. Would you? I'll ask any one of you all to explain what is interface. ठीक है, तो इतना अच्छी तरह से सुन लो ना कि तुम मुझे एक्सप्लेन कर पाओगे ना, इतना मस्त सुन लो। ठीक है, चलो, so it's a common phase between mitosis and meiosis. Let us go ahead with interphase. Okay, interphase of the cell cycle, that is going to be the first phase as we call it. Interphase is a phase between two cell divisions grouped into three substages, G1, S and G2. तो ये जो इंटरफेज है ना बेटा, इसको और तीन पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया है। नाउ लेट मी टेल यू वेरी फ्रैंकली, एक्चुअली ना इट हैज बीन डिवाइडेड इनटू थ्री पार्ट्स और व्हाटएवर फॉर आवर सेक ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग। ये कंटिन्यूअस हो रहा है, this is taking place continuously, but for us to understand we have divided into small phases। ठीक है, so what is this? I phase में first phase, that is G1 also we are going to talk about. In this phase, cell prepares itself for cell division. So it's also called as preparatory phase. It was thought to be a phase of inactivity previously and hence was also called as resting phase. तो पहले है ना बेटा, हाँ, there are many, yeah, there are many, that is what I'm trying to tell you. So ना पहले ना इसको क्या लगता था कि ये रेस्टिंग फेज है, आराम करने का टाइम है सेल का, कुछ नहीं करता है सेल, क्योंकि डिवाइड होते हुए दिखाई नहीं देता था. बट देन इट वाज फाउंड आउट, अरे भाई ये डिवाइड होने के पहले की जो तैयारी है ना, वो ये फेज में हो रही है. सो बिफोर एक्चुअली अंडरगोइंग द सेल डिवीजन, व्हाटएवर इवेंट्स आर रिक्वायर्ड विल बी टेकिंग प्लेस ड्यूरिंग दिस इंटरफेज. So instead of calling it as a resting phase, we call it as a preparatory phase. Okay. So for example, there's a exam that is declared for you all. Okay. एक exam है आपकी. तो डायरेक्टली आप जाके एग्जाम लिखोगे क्या कि पहले उसका प्रेपरेशन करोगे? कैन यू गिव द एग्जाम विदाउट प्रेपरिंग? कैन यू डू लाइक दिस वे? डेफिनेटली नॉट. यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर इट. सो जैसे हमारे एक फाइनल एग्जाम के लिए जो प्रेपरेशन की जरूरत होती है ना, इन द सेम वे ये सेल को डिवाइड होने के पहले इट हैज टू प्रिपेयर मेनी थिंग्स. Only then, and if the preparation is perfect, only then the cell division is perfect. जैसे कि if the preparation is perfect, only then you will get good marks in your exam. In the same way, if the preparatory phase of the cell cycle is perfect, then the cell division will be perfect. Okay, so this interphase is very important. It's going to be very important. It is the longest phase of the cell cycle. It gets completed in about 19 to 22 hours. तो हमारा जो 24 hours का cell cycle का span है, we saw just now ना, eukaryotic cell will divide after 24 hours. So in that 24 hours, your interphase itself is going to occupy around 22 hours. Oh, such a long time ना. So preparation सही है तो ही exam सही है. आपकी भी board exam हो, नीट एग्जाम हो, उसका ड्यूरेशन टाइम देखो और ये प्रेपरेशन का टाइम देखो. सो ऑलवेज द प्रेपरेटरी टाइम इज गोइंग टू बी much more. In this phase, cell remains metabolically extremely active. Metabolically active, you know what is metabolism? We have already done the living world. So please tell me what is metabolism के two counterparts. Metabolism is going to be having which two parts? Come on, it is what and what is equal to metabolism? Come on. Excellent, excellent. Yes. Very good, very good. All of you all are correct. Very nice, Beta. Very nice. Yes. So catabolism plus anabolism is equal to metabolism. So here they are saying during this preparatory phase, the cells are metabolically extremely active. Means तोड़ फोड़ बनाना करना सब कुछ एकदम full on जोश में हो रहा है या नहीं? Exactly. So it is not a resting phase. It is rather the most metabolically active phase of this cell cycle. Correct? In this phase, synthesis of proteins means anabolism. Correct? Synthesis of enzymes, anabolism. Synthesis of DNA, anabolism. Synthesis of RNA, anabolism. Don't you think anabolism is taking place at such a high level? Correct? Look at the next one. Centriole duplicates into two, anabolism. Thus, two centrioles are going to be formed. Okay. Energy जो है ना वो कैटाबॉलिज्म में जाएगा. लेकिन well, to proceed or not to proceed to the next phase of the cell cycle is controlled by regulatory substances called as protein kinase at G1 phase. Now my dears, these things are not there in your books. Nothing has been mentioned about these kinases. And there are so many questions that will be predominantly asked on these particular things. Please understand this thing very clearly. Read it one more time. G1 phase से S phase में जाना है या नहीं जाना है, that has to be decided by the cell. So the cell will first decide whether I should go ahead in the S phase or whether I should stay in this phase only. Now who will decide in this? कौन डिसाइड करता है? सो इन द first 2 3 slides before I had explained about this process is under the genetic control itself. I think so someone had asked me about this doubt also, and I said I'll tell you all about it. So who decides that whether the cell should go into the S phase or should not go into the S phase? So that will be decided by the genes who are going to make these proteins जिसका नाम है काइनेज. आप देखो बेटा प्लीज समझो, ये जो काइनेज है ना, काइनेज ये एक एंजाइम है. ये क्या है? एक एंजाइम है. एंड दिस एंजाइम is dependent on a protein for its action. Okay, therefore what we say protein kinases. I'll show what it is, of course, don't worry. These are for their activity depends on the proteins called as cyclins. So we say that is CDK, cyclin dependent kinase. तो cyclin क्या है? Cyclin is a protein. Kinase क्या है? Kinase is an enzyme. Who will make cyclin? Who will make cyclin? Who will make protein? Endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies. You remember all these things? Cell unit of life. है या नहीं? So that final protein will be out from the Golgi. उसने क्या बनाया? Cyclin नाम का प्रोटीन बनाया. Similarly, enzymes are proteins. Okay. Again, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi, enzyme called as kinase. So cyclin is a protein, kinase is an enzyme. ये दो चीजें समझ में आ गई? हाँ? Why it doesn't create protein? It can create protein. It is going to create protein. It can create whatever it requires. It can make anything. So ये cyclin देखो बेटा, cycling नहीं, cyclin, cyclin. So cyclin is a protein. Kinase is an enzyme. ये दो चीजें फिक्स हो गई दिमाग में कि है कोई डिफिकल्टी? What is kinase? Enzyme. What is cyclin? A protein. Okay. So see, whether to go into S phase or not is going to be dependent on what? The protein called as cyclin. Hence, it is known as cyclin dependent protein kinases. Okay, so इसको हम CDK कहते हैं. We can also call it as cyclin dependent kinase. Okay, we can also call it as cyclin dependent kinase, that is CDK. So CDK जो है ना बच्चा, they will decide कि G1 to S में जाना है कि नहीं जाना है, G2 से M में जाना है कि नहीं जाना है. That will be decided by whom? CDK. C for cyclin, D for dependent, K for kinase. Cyclin dependent kinase. Is it okay? Is it okay? यहाँ तक की कहानी समझ में आई है? Is there anyone who has not followed this? Okay. So G1 क्या है वो हम पहले समझते हैं, और फिर ये cyclin क्या है वो भी हमें देखना है. हाँ, so cyclin kinase enzyme is dependent on the protein called as cyclin. Exactly, Vaishnav, you're perfectly right. So the name of that protein is what? Cyclin. Okay. Okay. CDK, cyclin dependent kinase. Got it? Very good. Now let us see what is the next thing over here with the CDKs. So see, as I said, first I'll explain what is G1 and then I'll talk about the cyclin. So G1 phase, the full form of G is gap. It's a gap between interphase and mitosis. Okay. It's the longest phase, which will take around 12 to 15 hours out of the 22 hours. Cell growth occurs in this phase. Mitochondria, chloroplast, lysosome, ribosome, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, vacuoles, etc. are produced during G1 phase. See, that was the reason. As I completed the cell unit wala chapter, now I'm sure you all must have understood what is this going on. Correct? Structural and functional proteins are also formed during G1 phase. So बायोसिंथेसिस, स्ट्रक्चरल प्रोटीन्स भी हो रहे हैं और फंक्शनल प्रोटीन्स भी बन रहे हैं. स्ट्रक्चरल प्रोटीन्स क्यों बन रहे हैं बेटा? स्ट्रक्चरल प्रोटीन्स का आगे जाके क्या काम है? स्पिंडल फॉर्मेशन, स्ट्रक्चरल प्रोटीन, फंक्शनल प्रोटीन, साइक्लिन बन रहा है. Cyclin is a functional protein. Okay, so structural and functional proteins are going to be formed. You want to see the previous slide? Sure, my dear. I'll show you the previous slide. Here they go. So what is going to be formed? Structural proteins like tubulin. Okay, but not exactly now. There are some more structural proteins that are going to be formed, which are going to be required for what you know, DNA synthesis. तो डीएनए को सिंथेसाइज करने के लिए भी प्रोटीन्स की जरूरत होती है, पता है आपको ये? तो ये जो सिंथेसिस होता है ना स्ट्रक्चरल प्रोटीन्स का, इट इज फॉर डीएनए एंड नॉट फॉर योर सेल डिवीजन. वो G2 वाला देख लेगा. तो जीवन में व्हाटएवर इज गोइंग टू हैपन ना बेटा, जीवन में मतलब गैप 1 में, नहीं तो मैं जीवन जीवन बोलती हूँ ना तो ऑल माय स्टूडेंट्स प्लीज मी मैम, जीवन में बहुत कुछ होता रहता है. अरे हाँ भाई, वो लाइफ की बात नहीं करे, वो मुझे भी पता है, बट हियर G1 इज गैप 1. ओके, सो इधर G1 में क्या होने वाला है? So there is going to be formation of structural proteins which will be used up during the next phase, that is during the S phase. Okay, similarly there is going to be formation of functional proteins like cyclins which will also be used up in the coming time. Okay, nucleolus produces rRNA, mRNA, tRNA. We already know nucleolus is the factory of what? To produce what? RNA, right? Metabolic rate of the cell becomes very high. It may be called pre-DNA synthesis phase. It is also known as post-mitotic phase. After the mitosis has completed, G1 has started. So it is also called as post-mitotic phase. Okay, got it? tRNA is transfer RNA. rRNA is ribosomal RNA. mRNA is messenger RNA. All three are required for protein synthesis. Okay, look at this particular diagram, my dears. ये बहुत clear हो जाएगा. G is gap. Majority of the cell growth takes place. Increase in the cell size. It makes new proteins and organelles. So the size of the cell was so small. After the G1 phase, it has increased so many folds. See कितना बड़ा हो गया as compared to this one, right? Now we come to the most crucial phase, beta. The most important. ये समझा तो जेनेटिक्स समझा, ये समझा तो ह्यूमन रेप्रो समझा, ये समझा तो प्लांट रेप्रो समझा, ये नहीं समझा तो कुछ नहीं समझा, है ना? प्लीज, हाँ प्लीज, ये बहुत एकदम मस्त दिमाग और आपका दिल और आपकी आंखें और सब कुछ खुले रख के इसको सुनो बेटा, राइट? ओके, नाउ द एस फेज, also called as the synthesis phase. Yeah, it's disturbing, na? I know. I'll just clear it 1 minute, huh? I know it's highly disturbing, that box. Wait, I'll clear it. That's what I said. Yeah. So, S phase or the synthesis phase is going to take place for about 6 to 10 hours. Okay. Replication of DNA takes place during the S phase. DNA gets doubled. The chromosomes, into bracket monad, are duplicated to form two longitudinal halves known as two chromatids attached to each other at a centromere to form a dyad. Forget about the language. भूल जाओ. Don't worry. Just focus on this diagram. Okay? During the G1 phase, हमारे है ना जो 46 क्रोमोसोम्स है ना बेटा, जितने भी अपने कितने क्रोमोसोम्स है हमारे पास, हाउ मेनी क्रोमोसोम्स आर देयर? 46, राइट? So all the 46 chromosomes are going to look like this. Can you see this diagram? Okay. So all the 46 chromosomes in our cells will appear like this, which is going to be called as a monad. Can you see? इधर लिखा है मैंने monad, है ना? तो हमारे पास G1 फेज में क्या होगा? तो हमारे पास G1 फेज में 46 मोनाड्स होंगे. ओके, chromosomes ही है बेटा, they are chromosomes only, but we are specifically going to call them as monadic chromosomes. Yeah, we call them as monads. Fine. Here you can see a constriction, रेड कलर का एक कंस्ट्रक्शन दिखाई दे रहा है आपको, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज सेंट्रोमियर, करेक्ट. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस ड्यूरिंग द एस फेज. अब इमेजिन क्या करना है आपको कि ये जो अमाउंट ऑफ डीएनए है ना, ये amount of DNA over here in the 46 chromosomes is equal to 2c. जैसे हम 2 meters, 2 centimeters, 2 millimeters ऐसे लेते हैं ना बेटा, वैसे हम डीएनए का जो मेजरमेंट है ना वो सी में करते हैं, सेंटीमॉर्गन सी कहते हैं हम लोग उसको, 2c. So the amount of DNA of the 46 chromosome monads, again I'm repeating, the amount of DNA in the 46 chromosomes of our monads is equal to 2c in G1 stage. समझ में आई बात? G1 is equal to 46 monads is equal to 2c. ठीक है? In S phase, what will happen? In S phase, there will be duplication of DNA. Means the monad will get one more monad attached over here. The monad will make one more monad. So here you can see one monad plus one more monad. So monad plus monad is called as a dyad. You can very well see in this particular corner the word called as dyad. Can you see? So what is a dyad, beta? Monad plus monad is equal to a dyad. तो G1 फेज में हमारे पास 46 मोनाड्स थे. S फेज कंप्लीट होने के बाद हमारे पास 46 डायड्स हो जाते हैं. लेकिन 46 ही क्यों रहते हैं? क्योंकि this particular new monad is also attached to the same centromere. उनको एक ही रबर बैंड से बांध के रखा है, इसलिए वो दो अलग यूनिट्स नहीं दिखते हैं. वी कैन नॉट हैव 46 प्लस 46, दैट इज 92 मोनाड्स कभी नहीं बनेंगे हमारे सेल में, because they are going to be held together with the help of the same centromere. Therefore 46 dyads बने, 92 monads नहीं बने. And that is the reason we say the number of chromosomes remains the same, that is 46 का 46 ही रहा, but the amount of DNA doubles. So जो 2c था, it has become 4c now. कुछ पल्ले पड़ रहा है? समझ में आ रहा है? हाँ? Yes. So 46 chromosomes are 46 dyads. Why are we calling them as dyad? Because the amount of DNA has doubled. So it's a dyad. But the number I'm calling it as what? 46 only. Why 46 only? Because both the monads are tied up with the same centromere. The centromere has not split to make monads. Rather, the new DNA which has been formed is formed in that same area जिसके ऊपर same rubber band बंधा हुआ है. ठीक है, तो मोनाड क्या है और डायाड क्या है, ये समझ में आया बेटा? तो G1 फेज में 2c था, तो S फेज में 4c हो गया. Is it correct? Correct. So this is what I want to tell you very specifically, that during the interphase, the G1 phase is going to have 46 monads, while in the S phase, the 46 monads will duplicate to form 46 dyads, and they are not 92 because they are still held by the same centromeres. Huh. Yeah, DNA content is represented by C. Yes, my dear. It is 2C, 4C. We call it like that. Bilkul correct. Okay? Okay? Now, 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 again read that particular diagram. You will understand it better. The chromosomes or the monads are duplicated to form two longitudinal halves. You can see these are two longitudinal halves. Okay? Which are going to be called as two chromatids attached to each other at the centromere. Now what is a chromatid beta? ये देखो, ये एक जो होता है ना पूरा का पूरा, इसको हम वन क्रोमैटिड कहते हैं. तो इधर कितने क्रोमैटिड है? ये वन मोनाड का वन क्रोमैटिड, ये दूसरे मोनाड का दूसरा क्रोमैटिड. So we have got two chromatids held together by the same centromere. Is it okay? Understood this? Is there any confusion in your minds for this, my dears? कुछ भी नहीं समझा हो ऐसा हो तो बोलो प्लीज। समझ में आ गई बात? गुड। The DNA content is doubled from 1C to 2C in a haploid cell and from a 2C to 4C in a diploid cell. So we are diploids ना, इसे मैंने पहले ही अपना 2C to 4C बना के बताया था. Okay, fine, fine. So that is what is your C beta. Okay, 2C to 4. It's going to be a unit for expressing the amount of DNA. You can just note down like that way, because what is centimorgan, what is it, how do we calculate, everything will come in genetics. I'll teach you in genetics what is that. Okay. Two identical chromosomes called as sister chromatids are made up of duplicated chromosomes. अब ये क्या नया झमेला है भाई? ये अब तक तो हमने chromatid समझ में लिया. How does DNA replicate? DNA replication is a very beautiful process involving DNA polymerases as enzymes, and a very elaborate process which we have to learn, of course, but in the chapter of genetics. Molecular basis of genetics करके एक chapter है ना, in that I'll teach you how the DNA replication actually takes place. A very beautiful chapter, a very beautiful chapter, and a very interesting chapter also. मस्त मजा आएगा वो कर जब करते हैं तो. लेकिन तब मजा आएगा जब ये समझेगा, नहीं तो हाँ. 2C to 4C you did not understand? ये देखो, this is 2C, correct? It got one more additional arm, that is duplication of DNA took place. So ये अगर 2C है तो ये 2C plus 2C कितना हो गया बेटा? 4C. Okay. So in this way, all the 46 chromosomes together we call them as 4C. So one monads, 46 monads is equal to 2C. इसलिए मैंने आपको तभी बताया था that G1 is equal to 46 chromosomes is equal to 2C. S is equal to 46 dyads is equal to 4C. So all the DNA content of 46 monads is equal to 2C. Therefore, all the content of 46 dyads will be double of it. So that will become 4C. DNA का doubling होता है, इसलिए 2 का 4 हो गया. ठीक है? हाँ. What if chromosome does not have centromere? It won't be called as chromosome only. Every chromosome is going to have a constriction. So in cell unit of life, we had seen the char type के chromosomes. You remember? When the centromere is at the center, when it is going to be a bit away from the center, when it is going to be all the more away from the center, and it's going to be at the apex. So we have seen those 4 types. Below the centromere is called as monad, and that whole thing is called, no, bacha, monad and chromatid is the same. Monad and chromatid is the same. Okay, we call it as monad or we call it as chromatid. But chromatid ये word ना generally dyad के इसमें हम one chromatid another chromatid ऐसे बोलते हैं. Otherwise the best option is to call it as monad in normal single chromatid condition. Okay. हाँ. What are X and Y chromosomes? These are sex determining chromosomes. They determine the sex of the baby. So these are also chromosomes only. Out of the 46 chromosomes, 2 would be the sex chromosomes. 44 would be the autosomes, and 2 are the sex chromosomes. So X and Y are sex chromosomes. They will determine the sex of the baby. Okay, females will have 2 X chromosomes, male will have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. Okay. So have you understood how 2C became 4C? You're still confused? Anyone still confused with that, my dears? 2C with 4C? No? Now clear about it, beta? Yeah. So it's as simple as that. I have got 2C, 4C in G1, 2C in G1 and 4C in S. 2C in G1 phase and 4C in S phase. Of a diploid cell, of a diploid cell, of a haploid cell, what it will be? 1C in the G1 and 2C in the S. ठीक है. तो बेसिकली क्या है ना, जितने जीवन में जो सी रहेगा ना उसके डबल बनेगा वो एस में. एज सिंपल एज दैट. अगर जीवन में 4C है तो एस में 8C बनेगा. है ना। अगर G1 में 2C है तो S में 4C बनेगा। ओके ना। Who had asked me that doubt, beta? The one who had asked me the doubt about 2C to 4C, have you understood this now? Okay, fine, fine. Well, so chromatid and your this monads actually resemble the same. Two chromatids is equal to two monads. Fine. अब ये तो सब चल रहा है, चलो ठीक है, इधर तक समझा है क्या? तो ही मैं आगे जाती हूँ बेटा। अभी भी किसी को डाउट है तो प्लीज पूछिएगा, प्लीज प्लीज, डोंट फील शाय, डोंट फील ऑकवर्ड टू आस्क मी एनी स्टूपिड डाउट, इवन इफ यू हैव गॉट, even if you feel it's the most stupid doubt. What are X and Y? That's what I said, beta. X chromosome and Y chromosome are sex determining chromosomes. We have got 46 chromosomes in our every cell, right? Of that, 44 chromosomes are autosomes. They will control the bodily functions. And X and Y chromosomes, along with controlling the bodily functions, also determine the sex of the baby. Okay, that is the X chromosome and Y chromosome. What did you say about haploid cells? हाँ, haploid cells मतलब क्या? They have got only one set of chromosomes ना. So 46 के जगह पर अगर 23 chromosomes है, तो 23 will become 1C. Right? हम लोग diploid है ना? Diploid है. Do you agree? Yes. So in diploid cell, what I said just now, diploid means one set of chromosome coming from father, one set of chromosome coming from mother. Agreed? Agreed? Look at the next picture over here, then you will come to know. See, this blue one is from the father. This red one is from the mother. For example. For example. Okay? ये क्या है? These two are homologous chromosomes. Means chromosome number 1 from father, chromosome number 1 from mother. Homologous. Structurally similar, functionally similar, मॉर्फोलॉजिकली सिमिलर, बिल्कुल सिमिलर है। कौन? क्रोमोसोम नंबर 1 फ्रॉम फादर, क्रोमोसोम नंबर 1 फ्रॉम मदर। ठीक है। क्रोमोसोम नंबर 2 फ्रॉम फादर, क्रोमोसोम नंबर 2 फ्रॉम मदर, होमोलोगस क्रोमोसोम्स। क्रोमोसोम नंबर 3 फ्रॉम फादर, क्रोमोसोम नंबर 3 फ्रॉम मदर, होमोलोगस क्रोमोसोम्स। ऐसे करते 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 22 1, 2, 3, 4 ऐसे 22 chromosomes from mother and 22 chromosomes from father are exactly identical. They are exactly identical. They'll be called as what? Homologous. Huh. The 1C to 2C in haploid chromosome during when the mother and father chromosomes fuse. They won't fuse. That is a different thing, but that is a different thing. That is when human reproduction will be started now. That time, not right now. So right now, what we have to understand is what? What is that we have understood just now? Means technically you're right, Vaishnavi. Technically you're perfectly right. बिल्कुल सही आंसर है आपका, मतलब perfect answer. So now what has happened? 1C गैमीट्स है ना, हैप्लॉइड होते हैं कि नहीं गैमीट्स? तो मम्मी ने हमें क्या दिया? एक गैमीट दिया, पापा ने और एक गैमीट दिया। तो एक गैमीट में 1C कंटेंट है, 23 क्रोमोसोम्स है, मतलब 1C कंटेंट है, बराबर है। पापा ने हमें एक गैमीट दिया, उनके पास 23 क्रोमोसोम्स है, उनका 1C है। 1C प्लस 1C क्या हो गया? व्हाट इट बिकेम? डिप्लॉइड जाइगोट, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी 2C. You all understood this? You all understood this? So 1C plus 1C is equal to 2C in us in the G1 phase हमेशा ये 2C ही रहेगा। लेकिन as and when we progress to S phase, that 2C will become double. So it will become 4C now. But 4C means does not mean 92 chromosomes. 4C का मतलब क्या होता है? 46 chromosomes only held by one, each of them with one centromere. So 46 chromosomes, 46 centromeres. Is it okay? Now you all have understood this perfectly. 1C in gamete, 1C in gamete. Fusion हुआ 2C. बराबर है, मतलब अभी हमारे हर एक सेल में 2C 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 ही होना है। बट जब हमारा एवरी सेल रेप्लिकेट करता है ना बेटा, दैट टाइम इट विल अंडरगो द एस फेज, एंड ड्यूरिंग एस फेज इट विल मेक अप 4C. Why it has to make 4C? Logically, if you think, now it's very simple as an answer. 46 क्रोमोसोम होगा ना, मतलब 46 क्रोमोसोम्स का जब डबल हो जाएगा ना, तो दोनों डॉटर सेल्स में 46 मोनाड जा पाएंगे. हाँ या ना बोलो मुझे. पेरेंट में 46 मोनाड है. पेरेंट मीन्स पेरेंट सेल में जो सेल डिविजन करने वाली है. So it has got 46 monads. To give 46 monads to both the daughter cells, it has to replicate to form 46 dyads. So when it will replicate to form 46 dyads, only then it can give 46 monads to both the daughter cells. Agreed or not? Now you all understood how both the daughter cells are going to get 46 chromosomes each. So the parent cell is going to parent, मतलब अपने पेरेंट्स नहीं भाई, हमारे बॉडी में जो सेल्स हैं उनको हम पेरेंट सेल ही कहते हैं, जो रेप्लिकेशन अंडरगो करने वाले हैं. So the original cell, the parent cell, which is now going to undergo mitosis, is undergoing G1 phase. So it has got 46 monads. It will now enter the S phase to make 46 dyads, and after that, at the end of the mitosis, it will give 46 monads to one daughter cell, 46 monads to another daughter cell. As simple as that. Now you all understood this. What is it all about? Correct? Such a beautiful mechanism. See. So 46 dyads कब बनते हैं? S phase में. 46 dyads जब बनते हैं तो what we call replication of DNA. Correct? अरे हाँ, but let everyone understand. This is the base. If they don't understand, what is the use of it? Okay. Well, so that is about what our G1 and S का S phase now. Look at the next point here. They are saying that the two identical chromosomes called as the sister chromatids make up a duplicated chromosome. So this blue is chromosome number 1, for example, from father. This is pink, chromosome number 1 from mother. So chromosome number 1 के हमारे में 2 copies है, दोनों मोनाड्स है जो दोनों डायाड्स हो जाएंगे. तो ब्लू एंड ब्लू को हम क्या कहेंगे? सिस्टर क्रोमैटिड्स. पिंक एंड पिंक को हम क्या कहेंगे? सिस्टर क्रोमैटिड्स. So you understood what are sister chromatids? Huh? So this entire one chromatid is a replica of this chromatid. So we call them as sister chromatids. So this entire pink is a replica of this pink. Therefore, we call it as sister chromatids. Fine? Understood? The sister chromatids are held together by a structure called as centromere. Protein molecules called as histones are synthesized that cover each strand of DNA. So during the S phase, the histone proteins are going to be formed, which are required for the DNA to coil over it. Okay, so histone proteins भी S phase में बनते हैं, DNA replication भी S phase में ही होता है, right? हाँ, 8 किधर हो गए बेटा? What is 8? I didn't understand what is 8. What is that 8 का doubt? I did not understand. Can you please elaborate? हाँ, 8 histones. Yes, perfect. 8 histones बेटा. Octamer. Perfect. Sorry. You're right. Centriole replicates in the S phase. So even the centriole is going to replicate during the S phase. So S phase is the most crucial phase of our cell cycle. Have you all of you all understood what is S phase? Anyone having any difficulty with monad, dyad, chromatid, sister chromatid, 2C, 4C, कोई भी डाउट है किसी को? Nothing? Good. Okay, now see, we have given an example over here. For example, a cell has 10 duplicated chromosomes, actually has 20 chromatids, correct? When the cell divides, each daughter cell will have 10 different chromatids. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 उन्होंने chromosomes दिखाए हुए हैं, and you can see this. तो actually ये क्या है? 20 chromatids है. Means they are actually 20 monads, right? हाँ, 2 monads are held by one centromere, Then how is it distributed in the daughter cells equally? That is what will be seen in your M phase beta. They will be split from the centromere in the M phase. During mitosis, this particular held together वाले जो है ना, they will be split apart. Okay, इसीलिए हाँ, in S phase the chromosomes are not condensed. No, nothing will happen in the S phase about condensation. Nothing, my dear, nothing. Got this? Got this? Okay. So they develop a new centromere. Yeah, they are going to develop. Yes, they are going to develop. Perfect. Chromatids are now called as chromosomes. When they enter the cells, they'll be called as chromosomes. So ये देखो ये सारे जो है ना, ये actually double double हो चुके हैं, but they are held by the same centromere, right? Well, now this is very simple. I'll just complete till G2 and we will stop for today. And in the next class, we can go ahead with the M phase. Okay. So right now I'll just focus on G2, which is very less. Okay. The gap 2 phase or the G2 phase is characterized by the second phase of intense cellular synthesis. The multiplication of chloroplast and mitochondria takes place again over here. The centrioles will divide. The proteins of the spindle fibers are going to be synthesized. So वो जो proteins थे ना, जो जीवन में बने थे, they were used in the S phase. While अभी जो proteins बनेंगे ना, they will be used in the next phase, that is the mitotic phase. So the proteins of the spindle fibers are synthesized and the spindle begin to form. The protein of the spindle fiber is called as tubulin. This we have already seen in cell unit of life, and it polymerizes to form spindle fibers. There will be active metabolism leading to the storage of energy for the operation of M phase. Energy, ATP, ATP. Again, so there's going to be a lot of ATP that is going to be involved over here. The G2 phase usually lasts for about 5 to 6 hours. After G2 phase, cell enters the division or the M phase. So here you can see the cell की इधर ना ऐसे arrows दिए हैं, ये देखो. So the cell is growing in size in all the sides, सारे जगह से. Hours यहाँ पर है बेटा, 5 to 6 hours मैंने लिखा है. Yeah, that box comes, I don't know, it comes very often. So this is 5 to 6 hours. इधर लिखा है देखो यहाँ पर. Okay, so that's about your G2 phase. And what is G0 phase? If it if the cell decides कि मैं आगे नहीं जाना चाहती हूँ, मैं G1 में ही रहना चाहती हूँ, तो उसको G1 नहीं कहते, we call it as G0 or G0 phase. So it is a quiescent stage in which a cell does not divide and escapes from the cell cycle in the early G1 and differentiates to perform specific functions. Example, nerve cell, skeletal muscle cell, matured RBCs, matured WBCs. ये जो होते हैं ना, they don't undergo cell division. They remain in that G0 phase only. आगे proceed नहीं करते हैं. तो G1 से S जो proceed नहीं करता है ना, वो phase को हम कहते हैं G0 phase. ठीक है? Some cells on G0 are metabolically active and if stimulated, return to the cell cycle through differentiation and complete their division. Quiescent means not dividing. Quiescent का मतलब होता है not dividing, silent है, division में नहीं जा रहे. That is called as quiescent. Okay. Example, fibroblast will be formed. They are in the G0 phase. They will immediately differentiate to, come to life again, in fact, and heal the wound. तो अगर हमें कहीं लग जाती है, खरोच आती है, खून निकल आता है, तो within few minutes that bleeding will be arrested. It is because of what? Because ready-made G0 cells are available who will make who will eventually allow the fibroblast to be made, and the fibroblast will come and they'll seal the wound. Okay. Parenchyma cells in plants, they are also in G0 phase. And they'll also become active again to form the secondary meristems and so on. So there are some cells which can, again regain the capacity to divide and make a tissue. So that is G0 phase. अब पता है बेटा, अगर G0 phase हमारे cells में नहीं आएगा ना, then we call it as cancer. Then we call it as cancers, tumors. Tumors में है ना, cells do not enter the G0 phase. Your body requires or it doesn't require, it will go on multiplying. Cell multiplication होता ही रहता है. Uncontrolled cell growth होती रहती है. Because G0 phase में cells जाते ही नहीं है. Stimulated meaning Stimulated meaning उनको उकसाते हैं to again come back into action. Okay, that is to instigate or to uh, provoke to come back again into action. Got it? So that is G नॉट बेटा. तो हर एक के लाइफ में G नॉट स्टेज होना ही है. G नॉट नहीं है तो अगर G नॉट नहीं है तो ट्यूमर सेल्स होने की चांसेस होते हैं. And tumors could be benign or they could be malignant. Malignant tumor है तो it's going to be called as cancer. Okay. So these are the 4 phases which you should know in interphase. That is G1, S, G2 and even G0. Huh? No, nerve cells cannot be divided. Therefore, they are saying some cells. What is the word? See, some cells, not all. Some cells in the G0 are metabolically active and if stimulated, written to. These will never. This will never. Meristems means continuously dividing cells. The plant cells which are continuously dividing, those cells are called as meristematic cells or meristems. Previous slide dikha do, please. Okay, yellow previous slide. Okay, so that's about the 4 phases of the interphase. My dears, this interphase is going to be common for mitosis also and for meiosis also. So in the next lecture, when I'll go ahead with completion of mitosis and beginning of meiosis, I won't again get into the details of interphase. That time you will be telling me about interphase. I'll be asking you questions on interphase and you will be answering those. Okay, fine. Chal. So let's stop for today. And in the next lecture, that's going to be on Friday, same time, we'll be going ahead with M phase and cell controls. Cell division का जो control है ना बेटा, वो देख लेंगे. Again, as I say always, cell division controls आपके books में नहीं mentioned है, and it's very important to know them. Friday, you all have got that now. All the best, my dears. Paper would be easy as usual. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See you all, see you all. Bye, bye. Bye, beta, bye.